How's it going, you guys? Nathaniel R here. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys are having an absolutely fantastic day. In today's video, we're going to be going over the engineering skill. This will be primarily focused on people starting from level 0 all the way up to around 120 to 150. If you were looking for something for 150 and above, I apologize. This will be less beneficial to you, but I feel like it's good to be honest and let you guys know now so you're not wasting your time. And also I will be leaving timestamps down below if you want to see different areas where you can go to collect the resources you're looking for or a specific level of the skill that you're trying to level up, so that will help you guys out. All right, so jumping in, we will switch over our view. Our main focus when we're first starting out, we're gonna come over, I believe it's this bench. We are going to be coming down and collecting, I think I went to the wrong bench. Yes, sick. We're going to be going over here to this workstation. I always get mixed up on these two and it's annoying. So the workshop, we are going to be crafting from 0 to about 50. We're going to be creating the gunpowder, and the reason we're going to do gunpowder is because it's relatively easy to collect the resources and it gives you some solid XP. It does take a little bit to get to 50, but once you get to 50 it'll be a little bit easier and easier. But when it comes to charcoal, you can cut down wood, and that's perfect because you will be needing that skill to be leveled up a little bit to at least level 50 to do the later on objectives or whatever that you'll need to craft the material. And then there's flint and saltpeter. Both are very easy to collect. Where we want to go and get our flint is over here in this location. This location is the Kelleher farmstead. I apologize if I said that absolutely incorrectly, but that is, I apologize. But over here there is a large spawn of flint, and they spawn relatively quickly. There's a bunch that also spawn in this location, but we had a gentleman come who saw it and was like, hey, that looks fun, and came and grabbed all these, but they do spawn relatively fast. And as you can see, there is a rather big pool of them. So over here in Everfall, if you come up from the main base, you come all the way over here. Right here in this location is where they spawn. Now for the actual saltpeter, the main thing that we're looking for with the saltpeter is density, and from what I've found so far, this has been the easiest place for me to go and collect the saltpeter, or has a higher density of saltpeter in the location. It will be in a level 17 area. If that is a problem for you, I apologize. You might need some people to help you, but if you're way higher than that, then sure. What a gamer. But it's going to be in this mine, and I will leave some footage showing you exactly where you go, and there's a bunch more in that area. I didn't spend much time exploring, but I just liked how much of it you could get. Now, moving back, what we're going to do, once we hit level 50, the next thing we have an option, and one that I personally really like to make, is going to be the steel spear. The main reason we want to do the steel spear is because it takes a lower tier 3 lumber, which is very nice, so we don't have to use much. And then we go here, we can use iron, and we can use coarse leather. It does take a decent amount of iron, but for 540, it's not too bad. Do pay attention to the cost or the tax in your area, because it will cost you money. Now for the coarse leather, where we'll go, at least for the beginning, if you are a lower level, if you come all the way down here to Monarch's Bluff, if you see my other videos, you know exactly where I'm going. It's going to come all the way down here to the right, and then there's this little spot like right here that spawns a lot of the lynx creatures that are relatively easy to kill, and they give you a decent amount of leather, so you can get your leather from there. If you are a little bit higher, I definitely recommend coming all the way down here to the Cutlass Keys. Over by this fort at the bottom left of the area, there is an area right here where there are a ton of alligators that you can take out relatively easily, and they give you even more leather than the spot before. Now, if you are looking specifically for iron, then I come back up here to Cutlass Keys to the main fort, and I go from this area to the right, and I come down here, and I will leave a picture where you can see exactly kind of all the different areas that the iron spawns, so you can collect that resource if you need to get that. But yeah, this lumber takes level 50 wood cutting, because you'll have to cut down some mature trees as well as young trees, so be wary of that. After we're done with this one and we start to get up to 100, we have two options. The first option is going to be the star metal spear. So the nice thing about this is that the main interior material is going to be a tier 4 either wood right here, and then when we switch this, we can use the iron and coarse leather, which are both fairly easy to gather. The main problem is going to be the tier 4 lumber, but it gives you a pretty sizable amount of XP for doing that. As you can see, for 39 of them, it does cost me 34 gold. The other option, and the other one that I've actually really enjoyed doing, it's one of my favorite ones. And do be wary, these are both level 100. So when you get to level 100, you'll be able to do this. The other one is going to be the weird bow. And that's another thing. This one's a little bit easier, so you're not spending any of your iron. It does take coarse leather and the linen. So fairly easy to grab, but then you're not using the iron to craft that. So I do kind of prefer this one over the other one, just because it's just an easier resource, at least in my server, to gather. But it's relatively easy, and just for the sake of the video, I will actually craft all of these. Just to show you, I'm at 120 right now. Do note that any skill that you are trying to level does take a little bit to level up, so be wary of that. It's going to be a grind as you start to get into the later levels. I think now I'm at 123 with my engineering right there, so I went up 3 times. It's not a crazy amount, but for a little while it will be a difficult grind, and I apologize, but if you keep pushing through to it, you will have it done in no time. But that's going to be it. Anyways, guys, that's gonna do it for today's video. I really appreciate it. Hope you guys are having an absolutely fantastic day. I hope you find this video useful. If you do, make sure to hit that like button to subscribe to the channel, and then comment down below. But anyways, guys, thank you so much. Have a good one. Peace.